Jim Gordon here with SmallCapPower, and my work at these conventions would be incomplete if I did not talk to this gentleman every time. I'm joined by Mickey Fulp, MercenaryGeologist.com. He is a respected analyst, writer, and speaker. And Mickey, always good to see you and great to have you at the table
once
here.
Again, Jim.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's talk about, first of all, the MercenaryGeologist.com. For people that may be unaware of it, it's a very popular, respected site. Give some insight and talks about that.
Yeah, it's 11 years going, this business.
11 years.
I write a newsletter, speaker, talking head, analyst. Basically, with a very strong understanding of geology and the technicals.
Of which you are one.
I am.
Yes.
I.e. the Mercenary Geologist, geologist for hire. And so we picked stocks, and we've done quite well doing that. At Mercenary Geo, very active on Twitter. With
yes, you certainly are.
52,500 Twitter followers. So it's an ongoing concern. I'm a busy guy. We posted 230 pieces of content on the website last year. So that's like 4 to 5 a week.
So 2018, all you did last year. Can you talk about 2018 as a year in general?
Yeah, so I wrote my year-end newsletter to 6,800 subscribers. And the title of it was My Wishes for a Happy Next Year. Because, because
wasn't good.
2018 was just horrible, almost completely across the board, from major markets to oil to commodity space, with the exception of uranium and palladium. All commodities were down. Junior resource sector was very down. Now that gave us tax loss buying opportunities, which we love to do. When people selling during tax loss season, we are buying, and then we flip those stocks at after the first year and make 25 to 50% profits. So we're traders. We like to trade. We embrace the idea of volatility in the markets because that gives you entry and exit points.
You mentioned uranium. Can you talk a bit about that going forward in 2019? What do you see?
Well, we had a very good year for uranium. It was from mid-April to the end of the year, about 35% gain of the price. So went from $20.50 to $29. There are things going on in the macroeconomic space for uranium that are very positive. Section 232 national security issue in the United States. So bullish on uranium. Utility contracts are ending. At some time, this sector is going to pop, and it's going to pop violently to the upside as it has in the past, and we want to be in early and on board with that. Happens as a contrarian, you need to have patience, and I have a lot of patience in the market.
Okay, one last thing I want to ask you about, and that's gold-based metals.
Well, gold, I think, is going to have a good year. It's certainly going to have a good seasonality. A lot with gold depends on the strength of the U.S. dollar. Trump's on record, he wants a weaker U.S. dollar, which is good for gold. The recent Fed ideas of only having a couple of interest rate increases in 2019 is positive for gold. And market volatility is always good for gold because it's a safe haven. So that's the idea on gold. Bullish on gold in 2019. Base metals, all depends on the U.S. It depends on the U.S. solving its trade issues with China. Last time we talked, we were trying to solve our trade issues with Canada. We knew that was going to end up to both parties' benefits, which it did, and I'm convinced that the Chinese need us more than we need them, and this is going to be resolved. It's not going to be resolved quickly. I see it being
Can you predict
incremental.
When do you see it being resolved?
Well, I would hope it's resolved in 2019. I really hope it's, and I think it will be, because look at the Shanghai market is down 25% last year. U.S. market is down 6 to 7%, and that all happened in the last quarter, and now they're on a roll again. You know, in 2019, the first 3 weeks, the U.S. markets have outperformed all other markets since 1987, the last time that we have had 6 to 8% rises across the board. S&P 500, the Dow, NASDAQ, Russell 2000 is up almost 10%. but taken collectively, that they are up more in those 3 weeks since 1987.
We should let people know once again for more of Mickey. And we didn't get a chance to say, what's your Twitter handle?
At Mercenary Geo. The website's mercenarygeologist.com.
If you want to find out more information on him and his thoughts and his advice. Mickey, always a pleasure.
Thank
you,
lot,
sir.
Dan.
Cheers.